Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and today's the day they announced that the new name for Washington will be the Washington Commanders. So we'll talk about that in today's video. My reaction to the name, to the new uniforms. There's 3 different uniforms, the helmets, the logos, and much more. Everything you have to know about the name change and everything, to do with it, we'll talk about in today's video. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. Hit that like button and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. And also go ahead and follow my Twitter. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers on there. Now let's get right into the video. Alright, so the name is officially the Washington Commanders, and not really a surprise. We thought this for a while, especially last night when there were a bunch of leaks. You saw the chopper go to FedEx Field, look through the windows, and then you see the merchandise kind of leaking out. Surprised they even made it that far without completely leaking it. I'm not going to give my thoughts on the Commanders name until the end of the video, because I know you guys want to see the jerseys, the logos, the slogan and everything like that. But I'm not a huge fan of it, but I don't hate it like some people do. It's basic. They played it safe with the name, but at the end of the day, that's okay. So real quick, let's go and look at we'll look at the logos first. So this, logo that was on Jason Wright's, lap on that NBC, video or whatever they were doing, it's very similar. They changed some things up a little bit. So they got 3 different logos. Let's start with this one. This is okay. I mean, it's just basic for me. It's basic. I'm wondering which logo will be the one like they show on the screen and pretty much the main logo. I think it'll be this one. But real quick, this logo's okay. The only problem, they did win the Super Bowl in 92. That's the year they won it, but really it's 91 to 92. So a lot of people say the 1991 team. So that's something that I saw people complaining about it. It looks okay. Nothing crazy, nothing flashy, but it looks okay. Very basic. Same thing with this. I think this is a slightly better version of the Washington football team logo that we have now, the little W. It looks a little bit different, but it looks like something that anyone could easily design if they really wanted to. Nothing creative. And I don't know if you could really get that creative with Commanders, and maybe that's part of the problem with the name. But these logos just seem really basic to me. And it's literally just a W and then Washington Commanders and a little patch, which I don't think is going to be the logo. I think they could have done more. I know the name is basic, but if you're going to have a basic name, try to be a little bit more creative with the logos. And I don't have a huge problem with them. I just think it's pretty basic. But the W looks a little bit better than what we had in the past. So, the slogan is take command, hashtag take command. It's going to take a long time to get used to that. Yeah, nothing competes with HTTR, but it is what it is. Here's the, uniforms. Quick thoughts. I'm going to give you guys the full pictures of it. They were leaked yesterday. I like these helmets a lot. I really do. I like the, matte color of it. This helmet, the W in front doesn't really make sense. Let me just show you guys. Let's just show the actual leaked uniforms. So right here, these are the burgundy ones. I think there's a better picture right here. These are the burgundy ones. I honestly think these are solid. The image quality is not the best on this one, but everything's okay about this one. The color is good. The numbers look good. The font looks fine to me. Commanders right here is a little bit too big. I like the 3 stars here. I do not like the patch, the logo on the back. I don't really like that. It's just right above the nameplate, and it just doesn't. I think there's like one other team in the NFL that does that, the Bills. That's what I heard, but I'm just not a huge fan of that. That's just my opinion. Let me go back to this. I think these are better. Pictures right here, if you want, you guys can zoom in a little bit. I can't right now, but I think these are solid. I think the burgundy uniforms are solid. Probably my favorite. Again, you can tweak the logo and the jerseys. You see what the Ravens started with and what they're at now. You look at some other teams as well. You can change these. You can make little tweaks to them, but the name, you can't. They're stuck with that for a long time. But I like the burgundy jerseys. A few tweaks I would make. Maybe make the Commanders font a little smaller right here. and then the patch in the back I would take away, but everything else looks pretty solid in this uniform. Now the white uniform, this is what really looks crazy to me. I mean, I think these uniforms look clean, but I tweeted this out. It just doesn't feel like Washington. It doesn't feel like the Redskins. I know they aren't anymore, but it just doesn't feel like a Washington football team uniform. There's no gold in it, and then it's just white, and then you got the different red in the middle. So, I mean, I think they look clean, but they don't feel like Washington. It's going to take a long time to get used to these, and I'm not a huge fan of them right now because I just don't really feel like it fits our franchise, but it is a new page in the chapter, so I'm going to have to get used to it. I've heard a ton of different, opinions on all these jerseys. Some people don't like the burgundy and love the white and the blacks. It's all over the place. These ones, it's tough. I mean, it looks okay to me. Too much going on with the patches. I mean, you got a patch here, you got a patch here, you got the Commanders on the right side right here. We got the one mission here. That's fine. But that's okay. But then you look at this right here. I don't like that helmet. The helmet with the W in front, it just doesn't look right. It really doesn't. I think you can put that logo on the side or whatever, like they did here. Just have the same, helmet, but with the W. And I don't know if the helmets really match the white uniforms really that well. Again, I want to see these guys in full uniforms, not all together, but just have a singular tweet like the Washington Commanders, have them post out a singular tweet with, each one of these uniforms. I'm pretty sure it's on the team website at least the home ones are. But the Jonathan Allen one, it looks okay to me. I think it'll be nice. Again, these uniforms, these black uniforms, we're going to play with them once, twice a year because they're alternate jerseys. So we can wear them whenever we want, but it's not going to be that common. The home ones, obviously, and the away ones, we're going to wear all the time. So those are the ones we're going to have to get used to. I like the burgundy ones. They look good to me. They look really clean. A few tweaks, make the Commanders on the front a little bit smaller, and then the patch on the back, get rid of that. Put that somewhere else, or just don't put it on the uniform at all. I like the helmets. I like the matte color, and then the Commanders right here in the front. That looks pretty good to me. And let's see, there's a couple other things I wanted to show you guys so you guys can see the video. I'm not going to play the full video, but there's clips of them in the uniforms that you guys will be able to see right here. I mean, it's the same thing, but you can actually see the uniforms on the players at least somewhat. They don't show the full thing, but you just saw right there the Terry McLaurin patch on the back. I just don't really like that much. It's just right above the nameplate. Doesn't really make sense to me, but I do like these uniforms, or these helmets. Washington on the back, the stripe on there, it looks fine. And the burgundy ones look very similar to the uniforms we have right now, just obviously with Commanders on it, the patch on the back, a couple other tweaks, but the white one looks completely different than what we have had in the past. It just looks crazy, and they have the patch on the back too. Again, don't really like that. I think that should be taken off. And the Allen one looks good. It's just going to take a while to get used to, again, because it's not something Washington normally wears, and they won't normally wear. It's only going to happen once or twice a year, very likely. So yeah, I mean, those are the uniforms. In the comments down below, let me know what your thoughts are on the uniforms. Which one's your favorite? Which one you don't like? And what would you say overall about this name process? I think Jason Wright also came out and said, there's still, this is just a launch. They're still going to be working on the, mascot and the fight song. I thought that was going to be coming out today, but I guess not. They did have, a year and a half to do it, but I guess he's saying he wants to get the fan involved, so we'll see if that ends up happening. So my thoughts on the Commanders name, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's okay to me. I'm going to get used to it. Really, a lot of these names I would have been okay with. I mean, there was a few options I liked. I like Washington Wolves and there was a couple other options I'm already forgetting right now. And there was a couple options I really didn't like the Washington Belters, Washington, Freedom, Monuments, anything like that. I didn't really like. This is okay. I mean, it somewhat has ties to the city. Commander-in-Chief, you have commanders, so that's that, and they played it safe with the name, and that's fine. And it's very basic. It's very basic, like the Washington Capitals, the Washington Nationals. Not like the Wizards. Wizards are unique, and I didn't like that name. So Commanders, it's gonna take a long time to get used to, but eventually we will. And when we think about the Commanders, we won't even think about the name. We'll just think about the team, the product on the field, and hopefully that is a winning product. And yeah, I mean, nothing's going to compete with the Redskins. I mean, that was a truly unique name that had ties to our history, and that's not the name anymore, unfortunately. So we have a new name. Gonna have to get used to it. I know some fans are gonna be upset, gonna take a break from Washington for a while. I'm fine with it. It's just a new name. And do I love everything about this name change process? No, not at all. But I'm still a fan of Washington and this team. I'm a huge fan of them, so I'm going to continue to root for them, continue to make content on them. And I think, eventually these uniforms and everything are going to grow on me. And overall, these are all right. I'll give you guys my final thoughts again. I love the burgundy ones. Not love them, but I like them. They look solid. A few tweaks made on them, and they could be really, really nice, taking out the patch and making Commanders a little bit smaller. And the white ones, instead of Commanders, it says Washington on it. I like that a little bit more. And it's that one is going to take the most to get used to, because we're going to be seeing that uniform like 7-8 times a year. We're going to see the home one about the same time, and then we're going to have like 1 or 2 games with these black uniforms, and I think those are going to look sick. Again, though, it's unique, it's different, so it's going to take a while to get used to those. So again, you guys can see, I think, yeah, that's the jersey. Go over everything one more time. Those are the jerseys again, and then the logos right here, and the slogan is #TakeCommand. So that is going to take a long time to get used to. So let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think about the name change. Again, I think it's going to grow on people. It's going to grow on me, hopefully. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and peace.